All right, Zero Cool Gamer here, back again on the hot seat, and we're bringing in relatively, I don't want to say new streamer, but new streaming MSF for quite a bit, because sometimes you see him, sometimes you don't. Yeah, but we got ZoeBoiFresh on the hot seat today. How are you doing, my guy? How is it? How's it going in the MSF community for you? Hold on.
Welcoming, like as I'm like starting this whole new process, and I've just been having a lot of fun with it. Like I've been kind of the voice for a lot of advice and things whenever it comes to the game in my alliance and our alliance community. And I had a couple of suggestions. I'm like, dude, man, if you were a streamer, man, I was like, huh, okay, let's do it. So I hopped into it. I'm having a good time, and everybody's cool, so it makes it easy.
Yeah, the community here for Marvel Strike Force is they're very, very welcoming. They're very, very inclusive into it. Like, hey, you're here, we're gonna help you out. However, the game can be a little. The game's just weird. The game's just weird compared to other mobile games. But the community is definitely the opposite of some other communities that I've been in, where it's like there's massive amounts of people playing, but everybody's quiet. Nobody wants to help. They're just like, play the game however you want, and that's it. But you come here, and everybody's like, here, do this. Here, you can do that. Here, you can do that. And it's like, seems really backwards from what I was doing with other games.
Yeah.
But now, do you play other mobile games or any other PC or console games or something like that? Or
So like prior to this, I wasn't really playing much. I did get Lord of the Rings. It was funny that the launch date happened like during that during that update situation. So I was like, all right, I guess I have something to do here. But yeah, no, I've been playing this since like February of 2021, I believe. And yeah, this is primarily like the only game that I'm playing. But yeah, no, it's fun, man. Like I spent a little money earlier on, and I had a good time, and I was just like, man, they're just trying to make me spend like on every opportunity they get. So I'm like, you know what? I'd rather grind. I have the time to play when I can, so kind of doing that.
I mean, there's quite a few players in here that are fully free to play, and their accounts are huge. And it makes you go like, damn, like I really want to go that route because then I don't have to spend money. However, they're somewhat behind with the meta, but if they do get the character or whatever, luck of by either orbs or something just happening where Scopely gives us compensation for dumb shit that they do, which is relatively often now, right about now, especially this week. It's a good base of there's big spenders, and then there's free to play, and then there's people like in the middle somewhere, and that's usually where a lot of people fall, because they're like, I want to spend, but then I don't. Now, have you stopped spending altogether? Or I mean, you don't have to add it. Have you or no?
No, yeah, no, I'll be totally transparent. I actually checked how much I spent a couple weeks ago,
Oh,
just because I didn't really know, and it was $576. I think the last thing I bought was that G14, G15 debacle that they had, where they gave us like 20,000 orbs. Uh, but then prior to that, I think it was Agatha when Darkhold first came out. But yeah, since then, I haven't spent any money. But like my main thing is just like, you know what, like arena, raids, and now CC are like my three like main game modes. So I'll build to those and kind of hoard. That way I have resources to, fulfill those needs. But yeah, so I end up being just fine whenever there's like new characters come in. Fortunately, it hasn't been too crazy. I know characters are just feels like every week there's like a new character that's being brought into the game. But yeah,
yeah,
I think I've been. Yeah, they they
they
really
bring a
upped
lot.
that.
They
Like
bring a lot.
it's crazy because it felt like it was like, oh nice, we got a new team here. We got a month. We got 2 months. And now it's like every 2 weeks they're like announcing a new team. It feels like, but yeah, as long as raids are in order, I'm good. Arena, And that's kind of like my main currency. Like I'm usually within the top 5 in arena, and because I've just made that a focus ever since I started playing. So yeah, it's kind of like my gameplay, if you will. But yeah, CC has been huge lately, and like now I'm like the voice of CC for our alliance and a few others.
Yeah, I found CC to be the most I want to say fun, because I don't not to say that I don't like my alliance, but I don't have to wait on them. It's just me. All I got to do, just me. And if I mess up,
Yeah,
it's all on me, because my dumbass did it. However, I do like it when we don't have to worry too much about rating or anything like that, and we can just try fun shit for no reason. But then again, I want as many credits, Crucible credits, as I possibly get, because I want to go spend it somewhere and get as much gear as I can get. But
it's the best store in the game now, you know?
yeah, it's well, I don't know, the G18s in the supply store are seeming pretty sexy right now. Seeming pretty nice to get. True. As long as you got gold, but then again, that is one of the biggest bottlenecks in this game is gold. They are holding on to that, and they're not giving any leeway to it at all. They're just like, here, you got whatever gold you got. Otherwise, come to the store and spend some money. So
yeah, I'm with you there.
Now, so besides MSF, is there other games that you would want to play? Because obviously there is going to be some downtime with this game, where some days where there is literally nothing to do but your dailies. So is there any other games out there that you're going, you know what, I'm going to stream this shit too, because, you know, we ain't doing nothing in here.
To be honest, I don't know. Like I've dabbled into like Lord of the Rings, like just playing wise, and it's super similar to MSF in terms of like the objectives and the guilds, which are alliances, and you know, a lot of similar aspects. But I don't know. I feel like I like streaming this because I know it so well because of how long I've been playing. I mean, I know a lot of people have played longer, but that's kind of what makes it fun, because there's like the community around it that like we all like have like similar interests in terms of like what we're trying to get, what we're trying to go for, what we're trying to beat, you know. So yeah, like during those times where the game, like I'll have other games that I'll play. Like I'm trying to get into the new Final Fantasy VII game. That's like the best game ever created in my opinion. The initial PS1 version of it. So like now that they have a remake, I'm like, okay, how do I get this game? How do I play it? How do I do this? But that's kind of like an outside of mobile situation. But yeah, I don't think I'll be streaming anything else other than MSF, at least for now. I don't know. I'm just getting started, so everything's so new to me. Who knows? Who knows where things go down the line?
Yeah, the streaming, but I think the hardest part is just literally pressing that start streaming button and then running with it and seeing where it goes. Yeah. And just literally consistency is key. That's the big thing. Don't get discouraged. Don't worry about shit. Just boom, just keep on doing it. Make sure you're set onto it every time you say you're gonna come on. Obviously, you know, we know outside life tends to hit sometimes, and we're like, well, I got to do this or I got to do that. You know, but people are pretty good when they're told like, hey, you know what? He's not coming on today because he's got shit to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do something else. But at least they know. And the community here is, a lot of them are really big on Discord until they keep messaging you through Discord, and then they don't stop messaging you on Discord. So it is a good tool to use, but it also can bring around some very, very I've only had to block one person, and that's because he's only 9, or maybe he hit 10 or whatever. Who the fuck knows? But Damien just needs to stop. Bro, we are not doing a bunch of stuff on Discord. You need to calm your ass down. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. But now, are you like a big Marvel fan? Like, were you into the comics or movies or stuff like that beforehand, before the game, or did you just happen to the game just fell on you?
No, dude, I've been reading Marvel comics since I was a kid. So like, Thor was my favorite. Marvel character overall. Gambit was my favorite X-Men. Obviously, Spider-Man was amazing. Like a lot of like the big name guys, but like I just love them like for different reasons. But yeah, like and then they came out with the MCU, and I've seen every film, every show. Doesn't matter. Like so, like I was during the pandemic. I was like, "Yo, there's a Marvel game and it says it's like a turn-based RPG, which is like one of my favorites." So I just tried it out, and I was like, "Huh, this is interesting," but like I liked it. Like had the pretty simple concept, and then like as you expanded the roster, you kind of had to be more strategic with like who you use and stuff, and I loved it. So yeah, I just kept playing it and got into a good alliance early. I was kind of like the weak link. I'm still not even like don't have a huge roster. Like I think I'm like 24 million TCP, but like just over 2 years, I feel like that's pretty solid. I've been pretty focused on the modes I play, but yeah, man, it's the love of Marvel like is kind of what brought me to MSF, and then everything else just the community being as cool as they are, and all the streamers. Whenever I try to interact with anyone, everyone's cool. It just makes it easy, man. I was like, you know what, like, all right, I can share the love too. And ever since I've been doing it, it's been super cool. I've gotten great feedback from any viewers, any listeners, all that.
Yeah, when you're streaming, you kind of got to have a really thick skin because this community could really go. A conversation could turn a full 180 and go in really the wrong direction, and unless you know for sure that it's like either a PG stream or hey, we're not going to swear too much. Other than that, most of the community is going to go fuck off, and then you got certain members of the community like Rello, like Hydrus, like Fly, like Gizmo, like all these motherfuckers will take whatever you say and run with it, and then you're screwed because they'll never let you live it down either, because they'll clip it and then they'll send it back to you, going, "Haha, you're dumbass. We caught you, got you, bro." But the community, I mean, this community is really different in terms of other games, and I do enjoy it because I wasn't used to it at first, because usually you don't really see the same core, like it's not even a core group, it's like the same group in a huge number overall in everybody else's streams. It would always change, and everybody's here, everybody's engaged, everybody's saying cool until the game fucks up, and that's when everybody just goes, "What the fuck?" That's when everybody gets rowdy. But for like anybody starting a stream or anybody needs help, everybody just comes together and is like, "Dude, we got you. Dude, we got you. Oh, it ain't even about MSF. Dude, we still got you. We'll help you out. We'll figure it out some way." And it feels weird because it's like, I know of your name, but I've never really met you. But you guys are really cool, and it's just a weird dynamic. Now,
Yeah.
in terms of characters in this game, besides the ones that are already in, what character would you like to see come to the game?
I really want to see Professor X. I almost my
I love it.
my
I love
streamer
it.
name was
This is fucking
my
great
streamer
already.
name was almost gonna be Professor Z. And I kind of wish I would have done it, but
I mean, you
but
still can't change it.
I know I'm kind of thinking about. I'm like, am I still early enough on, or like once you hit that 100 follower threshold, are you
You
like
can still change it.
who you are? Who you are? Yeah, I don't have any like YouTube channels yet. I'm still trying to figure out a bunch of things, but yeah, Professor X for sure. Kang has always been one of my favorite Marvel characters. So now that he's in the game, he's like my fucking mantra, dude. Like he's my icon. Like I'm trying to figure out how to get my actual streamer thing to kind of do some sort of Kang situation. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, man, Professor X was kind of the big thing. Gambit was one of my favorites, so like I had been shooting for him. I know Tana had been doing the same. But yeah, once he came to the game, I was like, Yep, he's going to 90 immediately.
Oh yeah.
Just like broke the bank, made myself poor. Like, sorry guys, I can't help. I can't use any cores for anything we need to get done. But yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
man, I love this shit, dude.
the amount of characters in this game is ridiculous. It's ridiculously high, and it can only keep going. Thanks for the follow, Brock Thompson. Thanks, man. It was just the I came in the game in late 2019, so I've been around for a good freaking minute. But there's other people that have been here longer, that have been playing a lot longer, and it's ridiculous how much the game has changed overall. Now, when you first started, what was the game? Where did you come in around? Where you were starting?
Yeah, so like when I first got into the game, uh, Wave One Avengers were like the raid, like the Ultimates raid team. This was right before Silver Surfer came out, and then a few months later, Kestrel came out. So yeah, like my arena shard was literally Wave One Avengers, Surfer, and Captain Marvel, and but yeah, like there were a lot of characters that you couldn't even get because there were no way to farm them. Like everyone was using symbiotes, and you couldn't get anti-venom if you didn't pay for him. Like when he first came out. So I remember I got super lucky pulling Hela in like a in a mega orb. There was no other way to farm her. And I was like, oh my gosh, like,
you
like
said you actually got a decent character out of a mega orb? Say what?
I know, right?
The hell? Say what?
I know, right? Dude, I'm just so happy Kitty Pryde is out of there because that's pretty much every other pool. And I'm like, this percentage bullshit is not real. Like,
I did get Weaver a while back. I did get Weaver, and I was just like, why? Why? There's no reason for this.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like so that's around the time I joined the game. We were doing like the lower ultimates and yeah, and then now to be honest, what's funny is like Wave 1 is actually a good like start team if you're starting to play today. Just because there's been so many reworks with some of the characters in the game, like like Thor, Hulk, Cap, Iron Man, even like if you can get him. It's like, oh man, like it's kind of coming a little full circle a little bit, but yeah, I mean, man, that was
most of Wave 1 has gotten a rework, except for yeah, that seems kind of biased, just a little bit. That all the main dickheads got some type of boost, and Black Widow just got left out in the dust, just like her movie. She's just fucking there, like for no fucking reason too. And she's literally got the fastest base speed in the game.
Oh yeah, not even close.
And there's no reason to do anything. Just leave her there. That's it. Just leave her there. Let her chill. She'll find her movie sometime or her game or whatever. She'll find something. But the rest of them have gotten a decent tweak. Thor got okay, but it wasn't really that great. It wasn't really that great of a...
Yeah.
Thanks, Ken John.
It seemed great at the time, but yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, no,
wasn't the best.
No. It wasn't. It was. She got no rework. There was no rework. What are you talking about? They gave her a costume? Maybe they fixed it. Maybe they fixed something. Nah. Hawkeye's been left behind. Too. No, technically, no. You could stick him with Quicksilver and he'll get an evade. He'll at least get an evade with Quicksilver when he dies.
That's true.
So boom, there you go. Hawkeye will do something. Basically, well, my nickname for him, Snowplow, but it's not too soon. It's been a minute. We're good.
Snowplow.
Why not? Shit. So with the game being the way it is, especially this week, if we had let's just say, fuck it, this week didn't happen. Well, besides Crucible, do you like the war changes that are hitting?
Oh my god, yes. I mean, because like if you're a huge Crucible fan, like can't help but like the war changes because it makes it so that like you're not in a race. You know, so like now it's like, okay, I can methodically like figure out what teams I want to use that team for that counter, and then kind of get through it without the like turn bonus aspect of it. So you just get to, as long as you win on the match, you're good to go. You know what I mean? So like you get like the pros of CC without any of the cons, and you get 10 attacks. So it frees up for you to play whenever you are available. You know, sometimes I'm like, oh shit, I got 2 hours to spare. I want to hop on war and like, but if I don't buy attacks, I'm not gonna have attacks. You know, like if I've already used them up. Like now it's like, all right, I'm not rushing to like get to the next room. It's, oh, I'm available. Let's go. And I'm a captain of our alliance, so I'm like, all right, let me just fire through this and then open up another room so everybody else can get in. And like, but yeah, full clears are probably going through the roof.
I've seen the war change. You know what? I think everybody just has to get used to it for a second. I'm okay with it. I think I like the fact that you could do all the attacks right up front, which also means that you could just go ahead and free up your entire 23 hours left, or however quickly you defeat, however quickly you knock it out, that to that point where, hey, boom, I did all my war attacks, I'm done. I could just go do, I could focus on this incursion raid map that I can't freaking see, but it's okay. I think, have you faced off against a really fat Black Order?
Oh my god, dude. I was just gonna get into that. Yeah, I'm not really liking it. I used a Weapon X with like Apocalypse and Nova, and I got deleted by a Black Order, and it was like a 400k punch up. I'm like, are you kidding me? Weapon X can't even beat Black Order. I just threw the other tunes in there because it was my last attack, thinking like, all right, let's just waste these top tier tunes. And I still, it didn't matter, man. I was like, okay, I understand like getting Black Order back involved in the game, but like, Jesus, if you don't have War Dogs, like, I'm not really sure what people are using. Outside of War, I know War Dogs can punch up pretty good against them, which is fun. I've done a couple of those attacks, but
it's that safeguard that plays a big damn role. That if safeguard stays there,
had to go south
3 turns. Yep, your War Dog's got to be really. I mean, it's got to be a punch across or a punch down with them for it, because that safeguard's got to bounce. And if you do bring in Apocalypse, at least the safeguard's gone. But then you still got the other stuff. But usually War Dogs could take them out. But having a huge Black Order and then seeing, I think the last war we saw one that was like 2.2 million. And then another one I saw from Taco sent us a picture where it was just like, wait, what? 3.5 million for Black
Oh, dude, I think
Order.
I was on the stream. when he sent that over, and I was just like,
I was like, what the? How is this even possible? Like, okay, so they're getting double. Basically, they're getting 100% base primary stats, so they're close to basically like 600k each, and it's like, why?
It's nuts.
Although it's okay. To be fair, I would say 80% of the community is not using Black Order inside War for anything unless it's a shitty ass team that you can go ahead and roll it over. There's really nothing to do for it, so just throw it on defense. Hopefully, it picks up a win or two. Or a timeout, which is great, because then they lose by a couple points. And cool. That's all you want to do. You just want to get at least a win or two out of it. And then, boom, you're good. But I think Black Order needs... They don't really need a rework. I think they just need to be... Black Order in the comics is feared, and Black Order in this game is not. Which feels weird.
I mean, I think they're kind of feared right now. Like, with
they're feared in war, on war defense, but you can't play with them. I mean, you can watch the replay, but
no.
the hell you want to do that for?
Yeah,
I'd rather use them. I want the snap to go. That's what I wanted. I want to just bum rush somebody and perform the snap and be like, you know what? This feels like a good day. Feels like a good
Oh,
day.
dude,
Just to rock
I'm
by.
with you. War
Now,
defense teams, I've never been like, oh, I have to build this team. Like, my heroes for hire is like Shang-Chi, almost 300K, and the rest of the teams are like 60K. And like, I still end up getting a war win every now and then, but I'm like, why am I building these characters that I can't use? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. That's just kind of how I've my roster being like raid focused and arena focused. And then I could use some of those good teams that work in those other game modes in war as well. But yeah, man, it's not fun when you're like, oh, dude, I love these characters from the comics. I love this team. They're fucking badass. And then like, oh wait, I'm gonna build them up and then just set them here. Let's just see what my defensive victories are. You know, it's like
yeah,
that's no
no,
fun.
I've never been a fan of it. That's why when they announced the rework for Hero as Guardians, it was like, oh, they're getting a rework. Oh, that's gonna be wait, why defense? No, no,
Yeah.
no. I
The only
think
reason I built them though was because of the Scourge, you know, and like I'm sure that's where everyone else
that's
was,
where
and they
everybody
ended
did it
up being
for.
pretty fun on offense.
They were
But yeah,
really fun on offense. I wish
oh
in
yeah,
another Scourge down the line they do just like they did with this one, where you could have your Crucible, your Crucible tags be used for Nova. I'd like it to where, hey, have War defense tags useful inside air. Boom, go straight through it. I would love to have it, but then again, the only bad part was you need one of these fools to die. I don't want I don't
yeah,
want them to die. There's no reason for them to die. I don't want any character to die. That doesn't make any sense. Now, maybe if they don't even have to rework them, they could probably just give them speed up or something when they start off, and they would probably be a hell of a lot better and a lot more
yeah.
scarier
They're so slow.
because they're too slow. They don't do nothing, and it's like, do I really want to just bring in? No, I don't want to put anybody else on defense. Screw it, whatever. Bah. But I think out of all the war defense teams, besides Gamma, Black Order, especially if they were built decent enough, are freaking scary. They're scary.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say outside of Black Order and Heroes for Hire, it's or not Black Order. Outside of Gamma and Heroes for Hire, it's Black Order right now. Because you need specific teams to beat them. Like you're not gonna go in there with like oh, I'm gonna overpower you with this like hodgepodge mix of like top tier characters. It's not gonna work. It's just not. And that's kind of the same way with those other teams. And we got Nowhere coming around the corner. That shit's gonna be fucking insane. You see those on defense.
I don't even know. I'm just now Incursion. How have you guys started it? Did you guys run it?
Yeah, we're doing difficulty 1 now.
How is
We
that?
got
fun
like
shit?
95%. It was fun. It was fun.
It was. It wasn't as. It wasn't. I won't say it was hard, but I won't say it wasn't particularly easy either.
I'll say it was pretty easy. Like we were doing, like we had 100% 3.5 twice in the last week, and we had a couple new members. We actually added Bendy, Bendable Straws to our alliance a couple weeks ago, and he hadn't his main account, and he hadn't 100% 3.5 yet. So we were like, all right, we're gonna get you this before we jump into Incursion.
Wait, are you sure
yeah,
it's
so
his
our-
main account? Because he's got like 85
Yes.
of those sons of bitches.
I know, right?
And he streams every day, all day, even working.
Oh,
So
look.
we don't know which account he's actually giving to people. He could say it's his main account, but it could be his main account that he's just working on for that morning. I don't know how the hell he does it. I can't. I have enough problems with just one account and streaming. This
Dude, it's
motherfucker does
crazy.
multiple accounts.
Hey, I commend him though. He makes it work, and yeah, he contributes amazingly. So like it's fun, but yeah. So we jumped into Incursion, and we were a few of our members were simming, simming, skill. Mystic was interesting. Like Dormammu is actually like a positive, even though he doesn't give you revives, because he allows you to not have to worry about cooldowns for after any of his nodes as long as he's full health, because you're gonna get 3 energy on every character because the revives get cleared. Tech was kind of weird, um, but I did a little like Kang Doom, uh, what else Kang Doom, Shuri, Ultron, Kestrel. And I was able to get through like the first couple nodes, and we were kind of milking the last node for the milestone. But like, yeah, it's been fun. And like the thing is, like I knew it was gonna be pretty easy because it's the first iteration of it. Difficulty 4 is where they require the blue ISO 4. Like that's when I think it's gonna be insane because the tunes that are in there are insane. Like when they're getting those stat boosts, that's when it's going to be insane. Because like people are using BA still and getting through it. You're not going to be able to use BA on difficulty
No, you're
three,
not.
four
For
plus.
the
Like you
beginning
can't.
node, you might be able to do it if you play it. Simming it, you're not going to do it.
Yeah,
But if you play a little
yeah,
bit, but I went in there. I went into the first node with BA and Kang, and I played it, but I played it right because I was looking at everybody's turn meter. I was looking who I needed to knock out, and then I flew through
yeah.
it. But then I was done with. I was like, should I spend another 50 cores? Ah, fuck, this asshole took the boss node. All right, whatever, bro. You knocked that out. We're done anyway for the day. We don't have to do nothing else for a while. Go ahead, knock yourself out. But I think we got like 95% or something. I think the 2 guys that we were waiting for, I think they were either at work or something. And we're like, nah, man. Hey, at least we got through it. We're done. Now we're gonna push up to 1. Then we're gonna push up to 2 and see what else, see what happens with there. But I think, I think the fact now that we have 6 difficulty levels, I think it's gonna take us quite a while to get to 4 and 5. And I think 6 is just gonna. I think 6 is just gonna be. Yeah, I don't know. That that
Yeah.
looks that just looks redonkulous. I'm
We're
I
gonna
don't
need
know
some new
because
teams here. They're coming.
they I just don't understand the like there's no consistency in like their increase in stuff along the difficulties because it's like a little by
Oh
little
yeah,
by little and then difficulty 5 to 6 they just say fuck it 100%. Like damn.
exactly. Yeah, just pedal to the metal.
Oh god, that's
Um,
gonna be. But they're I like the fact that they're giving us this nice teal epic orb or whatever they want to call it. Yeah, big deal. You should have just called it G18 and called it a day because I really wanna. I, we're gonna get limited amounts of that orb, and we're gonna open one and probably be pissed that we're not getting. They're probably gonna lock into one G18 that 85% of us are all gonna get, and we're gonna get stuck. We're just gonna get stuck,
yeah.
and I'm hoping it's not the one that looks like a dildo. I'm so hoping it's not. I don't know who the fuck put
All right.
that. I don't know who the fuck picked that picture out, but that was just wrong. Like. You could pull a billion other things out of there to go ahead and throw in an orb, and a brand new orb, but their first thing was, let's find one that actually looks like a fucking dildo. And what do they call it? Hyperphage. What? Are you fucking kidding me? The thing got veins going across the front of it. What is wrong with these people?
Yeah, dude,
God.
that's it's a little raunchy for sure. Like, I
Yeah,
think
I'm just
whoever
going.
created that shit is like laughing his face off whenever
I mean,
like
you look at
anyone
some of
brings
the other
up.
ones. You got like a what is that? That's this one. There's one of them in the G18 orb that looks like a upside down like inhaler. Another one you got the
Oh
dildo.
yeah.
Then you got hot sauce. Then you got an 8-track thing. Then you got an old school like computer sign. The I don't know if I say this, it's gonna come out wrong, and I know it's. I don't give a fuck. It just looks like a big black rod. That's all it looks like. It just looks like a big black rod. And then you got, I don't know if that's water or table salt or pepper or whatever
BBR,
the
bro.
fuck it is. So it's ridiculous. I don't know who chooses this stuff. And then you got the one, and then you got Stargate right in the fucking middle. You got the goddamn, you got the circular thing in there with the goddamn wormhole. Like, seriously, whoever picked out these pictures, I don't know
Yeah.
what, I don't know what they were thinking. But, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is cool that like it's unlocked and like now we have something new that we can do. Uh, I mean, like we have to wait till like we're on like difficulty 4 to get like one orb a day or something like that, or has
I
that
think
been
it's like
announced or
I
not?
think it's like one or well, I think it's like is it 1,000 or no, it's not one over day because they give you bits and pieces for every node that you beat. The higher up you
Got it.
go, because
Got it.
it's those
Got
little
it.
extra, what do they call it? Extra, yeah. Right, yeah, so it is okay. So difficulty 2 is where they give you 200 per reward tier.
Hydras. That's
He's nuts.
hilarious.
Hey, it happens. At least I get a good workout. But I don't.
Get it, baby.
I think it's gonna be a
Kind of like
little
one of
bit,
those
little
boxing
while.
things. Got two of them.
Sitting in place while you're doing this shit kind of fucking hurts.
And it just
Kinda
looks
hurts.
like you're just like
Now,
like
if
you're
I'm doing
scraping
this
through
with a pair of
things.
titties, I'm fine with that. I will work my
There
hands
we
like this
go.
all night. There you go. Boom.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, too good, man.
But I mean, like they're gonna hoard this. They're gonna hoard G18 for a while. We all know they're going to because this is the next premier one. We know G19's coming, and we know G20 they got planned. So we know these extra 2 tiers are coming. However, it's gonna take a minute, but we know they're gonna gate this shit and they're gonna make people go through it. Now, as long as this shit is difficult, I'm for it because I wanna
Like a
actually
challenge.
get raids. Yes, a challenge. I don't know why
Yes.
people
Yes,
don't
I'm
want a
with you.
challenge.
Want to like
Now,
like I don't want to sim my Doom raids every day. Like I do at some point. Like what if like when you get to the end and you're like the roster is ready for the next game mode, which is kind of like how we felt with 3.5. It's like, all right, yeah, we'll sim some of the nodes, we'll play some. That way we, you kind of get to know the nodes. I don't want to be able to just sim through it from the start to finish. You know what I'm saying? Like right when they release, that's kind of pointless, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, I am a big fan of playing the actual game with matches.
yeah,
Granted, they could have did that with RTA, but they fucked that up, and then they were like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and bring on CC, and let's run with it there and go with it. They could have did it with RTA because the only reason I like RTA is because it's an actual person. I have no
yeah,
idea what he's
yes,
gonna do.
yes,
Now,
yes.
more than likely,
There-
we know exactly what the AI is gonna do. We know they're gonna do the highest energy move available. However, you might say, "Fuck you! I ain't doing the ult right now. I'm gonna do the special and then do the ult and then fuck you over just to go ahead and mess with it." But they didn't know how to capitalize on it. Now they got CC. That works. Although I wouldn't mind playing some people in
Being like a
RTA
player
and with
versus
them doing.
player. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's fine with
yeah.
it. It's good to face something that's completely random, especially it's random when some people don't know what the fuck they're doing either. Because then you just like, oh crap, oh god, they won. Fuck. How am I gonna leave that down?
No,
This newbie beat me. Damn.
and my alliance gives me shit. I was talking to him the other day, and I told him I like woke up in the middle of the night, and I had like nothing to do. But I was like, man, like there isn't a Blitz event, and I had all these like RTA things that I could like play matches and claim. So I spent like 2 hours in the bed next to my wife, just like playing RTA. She woke up like twice, like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I can't sleep. Like, go back to sleep. Just played
There's some
RTA
days
for
where I can't
hours.
fucking
But
sleep,
it's
and I'm
like,
like,
yeah. But I enjoyed it though, because it's like, I don't know what they're going to do. That's fun to me. Like, knowing exactly how the match is going to go is like, okay. In CC, because you can like mix and match characters and you can kind of see like things you haven't seen before, like that makes it fun and like new. But like for the most part, you know exactly what moves they're gonna do because if you're late game, you know what attack's coming first, what attack's coming second from damn near every tune, and not just because you like are trying to know it, just because you've probably fought against it so many times. So like it's just like, all right, it's nice to like, oh, this is an interesting lineup you put together, run through it, and it kind of gets my like competitive juices flowing when I get like 10 wins in a row, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, all right, I needed that.
it's a good game mode that they thought would work. I think they just didn't think about it too much before they pulled it out, and then it was like, oh, here we
Yeah.
go. Let's roll that shit back. Let's go ahead and fix these milestones so people get some easy shit. However, I think it's more. I think people have gotten used to having everything easy with that, with the whole advent of the sim button, where.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I hated manual blitzing when it got up to like 30 teams, and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
this is
my
gonna be a
God,
minute.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a minute, but you actually had to play it, and you had to win. You had to try to win every match, because otherwise you weren't getting a high scoring blitz. You weren't getting that. And I remember those days
Yes.
where you could get
Oh my
like 400
God,
shards.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so happy they went away from like the leaderboards and blitz. Now it's like blitz wins opposed to like, oh, I'm a whale, so I can blitz 1/8 of the time you peasants can muster up. So you're fucked, and I'm gonna get all the shards. You
Yeah,
know what I
well,
mean? Like,
they capped it at 100 now, so it's 100 shards. That's it. Which I believe they probably should have did that a long time ago and kept it like that and just keep it. Same thing with like Quicksilver. Quicksilver should be at like the lowest tier should be like 5 shards, and the highest tier should be like 20. That's it. Work for
yeah,
the shit.
yeah.
But I
Yep.
think people have gotten so used to, oh, I want this right away and I gotta have this right away, where you could just go, no, fucking work for it. What? Yeah, work for it. It's called play the goddamn game. That's what it is. Now, a lot of people can I mean, I guess there could be a case for, oh God, a lot of people waste a lot of money on this game, and sure, a lot of people can waste a lot of money on it or spend a lot of money on this game, but this game is totally different than normal beginning, middle, and end game type of games that we have on like a PC or a console or something like that, where there's
Yeah,
obviously
definitely.
a beginning, middle, and end. And you spend your $50 and you play for like 3-4 months or however long it takes you to beat it, and you're like, great, cool, now I can go for another one. This one, however, keeps changing and keeps getting, updates all the time. So I don't think the two, I don't want to say fully equate to each other, but I can understand the similarities, but there is a big difference. Because this game gets an update far more often than the 1 or 2 time purchases that you get for like Jedi Survivor. Jedi Survivor is a long ass game. However, when it's done, it's done. That's it. That's it. You know it's gonna
Yeah.
end. That's it. And this
I love
game,
that there's no end in this.
yeah, there's no end unless all of us decide to come together as a community, which we will not do. This is the only thing we will not do jointly. We will not come together and say, you know what? Let's just stop fucking spending. Everybody stop spending. Nope, 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 nope. Now, will we bitch for gold? Hell yeah, we'll come together as a community and give us some gold. Give us some orbs, something. I don't care. Just give it, just give us a little itch. Just scratch it, just a little bit, just a little bit. But no, they won't. And I love the community that we could do. We could talk about that, but in terms of Scopely really listening to us, I don't think it's gonna happen. I wish they would. I know we got AA Archangel somewhat on our side from what we hear, and I think Scopely is on a big cash grab right now, and I don't understand why. But this is I mean, overall, it's a game where it has to make money. Otherwise, it's not staying up. Unless they give us access to the code so we can fuck with it. I would love to fuck with it. But
I just wish they were more like lenient on like when they fuck up. Like, okay, let's just make it right. You know what I mean? It feels like they do like the bare minimum every time shit's on their end. It's like, man, like, all right, like they already know that like people that are going to spend a lot are going to spend a lot regardless. So it's like, all right, we fucked this up. Let's do what we can to try to like give us a little patch, give you a pat on the back so you don't remember what's actually really going on. And then it is what it is. But like, look, they got the Marvel IP. It's a turn-based RPG. You're bringing in new characters. The community's amazing. It's like everything outside of like the little minutiae of the game are so amazing that I'm like, you know what? I'm an addict. I don't care. I don't care.
Somebody finally else said it. Yes, we're all addicts. We are addicted to this shit. This is our drug. And the fact that they keep pushing it out, because I mean, and I've said it before, and I keep saying, if this was like Raid Shadow Legends, I think I would have bounced like 2 years ago. Because I have no investment in any of those fucking characters that are in there. I don't know any of them. They're all made up or whatever. Every now and then they'll bring in maybe a high profile or something, throw them in the game, that's it. But this is more like, all right, I grew up reading the comics. I grew up watching all this stuff. I grew up watching the cartoons. Oh my god, now there's movies. Great, now I'm invested. Then comes along, oh fuck, we're gonna break the game. What were you doing? What were you doing the other day when the game just said, fuck it, we're down? Or when it was stuck at 15%, before we got the schedule maintenance message, when it was just stuck at 15% over and over and over again, what were you doing? Were you even logging in, or were you just like, whatever?
I was in the game, and then I saw like on my Discord that some folks were like, "Hey man, like I can't load into the game." So, I was chatting with people on there, and then when I went back to it, I was like, oh shit, mine's gone too. I was, in the middle of a work day. I work from home, so I use my work setup, and I have some additional pieces as well to stream. But yeah, so I'll be working, and then like in between like things that I need to do, that's when I'll play the stream or whatever. But yeah, like that's what I was doing. I was just like, oh fuck. All right, well, guess I'll play Lord of the Rings.
I can't get into Lord of the Rings. I don't know why.
I'm not even into it, dude. I don't even like it. If I'm being honest.
I just needed to do something while they figure this fucking game out.
Yeah. It's just similar enough to MSF to where I'm like, okay, I don't really have to think about it. It's like, okay, do my campaign nodes, claim my daily objectives, and then get the fuck out of here.
That's all I was doing. Yes, Shark. Make sure your hat is backwards. And thank you, Midnight. Thank you for it, man. I think it was. I saw it, and I was working at the time, so I'm just sitting there working, and I saw it going on. Like I was listening. Now I was lurking somewhere, and I just kept seeing the 15% there, and I'm going, the fuck is going on? Like, okay, let me just reload. Oh, what the oh fuck. All right. And then like 5 minutes later it goes schedule maintenance, and we're like, it's not schedule maintenance. What the hell are you talking about? Just put a thing on there. We had to stop the game because something fucked up. Like we were trying to put incursion raids and the maps in there, but it messed up. Just be honest about it. I think people will be relatively a little bit more accepting when you just flat out tell us the dead honest truth.
Oh, 100%. One good thing about it, about the maintenance though, was Benny Westside had put out like all of the incursion raids. He had like gone through the game mode, so I was like, all right, Alliance. Like I'm like making videos, sharing with him, like pointing things out, like within the nodes, and just kind of shared that. So it was like, all right, I guess it's something to do for the next however long. Hopefully it's not going to be too long. It ended up being a couple hours, right? But yeah, so that was like, at least you could see the tunes that were in there, because there was really no information at all. Like until a couple hours ago, I didn't even know like if getting 90% of the first wave of incursion was gonna unlock difficulty 1. I had no idea. Like they were just like kind of withholding some info.
Yeah, they really didn't state it. Although Benny doesn't really put out too many YouTube videos. He does a lot more with his Instagram, but the fact that I got 6 or 7 notifications for Benny Westside uploading a new video was like, what the fuck? Like, all right, cool. He must be dropping some hot shit right now. Let's go ahead and look at it. And he's just like, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, okay, cool. But I think the last time, with Goldgate, that was a 7 or 8 hour long wait just for them to bring the game back up. And that was some beautiful rewards. However, the rewards we got for here, Yeah, I don't know about that. I
Ass
don't.
cheeks, man. That's what I call it.
Ah, that whole
It was,
thing is not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind the three orbs, the three whatever dark dimension orbs. I'm
yeah,
hoping,
yeah,
hoping I could drop like I don't know a couple. I would like more of the fives, blue five than anything else. Fuck the 18s. I'd rather have the blue five right now, but it is
easy.
what it is. But they could have gave a lot. This just looks like they added a zero to everything in there for the stuff to give us and was like, here you go. Like, no, there was a lot of
Yeah,
stuff people could have been doing, and you guys just took your sweet ass time. But they never really give
yeah,
us the. I think maybe every now and then they've given us decent compensation for like, I'd say one out of maybe 50 bugs, which is really weird to say that shit out loud that there's been more than 50 bugs in a fucking game.
yeah. I
Because
know.
I
I
mean, we
mean, but
both know
like,
if we did some shit like this at work, we'd be fired. They'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Just go the fuck home. Your paycheck might get to your fucking account. We don't know, but get the fuck out of here. You're done, son. Just go. Like,
well, so I work in kind of the tech industry. So I work for Nike, and like my team supports like all of the Nike apps. So like, if I'm being honest, like bugs are like kind of our job security. And you're not creating them on purpose, but like when you fix a certain thing, sometimes it triggers like another thing, and like you can't. So like I do kind. It gives me like a better understanding and like just like I don't know. I'm more generous in terms of like how I feel about like, oh shit, they fucked up. I'm not gonna give them that much shit. Um, but yeah, like it sucks. It sucks when you're telling us this and then you're not telling us something until after the fact, and then you're kind of like just springing this maintenance on us. Like if we knew that, especially like during the time where people are like trying to finish certain game modes, like arena, like other things that like impact other things outside of like what they can do, like a lot of their resources. So it's like, man, come on. Please give us a heads up if you're noticing something's going on. Let us know. That way we know, like, all right, I got to be on top of it. But yeah, and then you give us that shitty,
the
the
compensation
shitty
is not,
compensation.
yeah, they don't
It's
really
like,
give.
come on. Uh,
Well, okay, so I implement systems where I'm at. So when something comes in, we got a new upgrade, you got to test it, you got to do something like that. If I would mess up as bad as this shit, I'd be gone. They'd probably you know what? They'd probably be like, fuck that. They'd probably just come behind me and start pushing me out before they even tell me that I'm fired. They just push me out in my chair. Here you go. We'll send your shit home to you in a box. Just get the fuck out of here. You gotta go. This shit would not happen. If I fucked up that much on a website, that would fucking get somebody fired. And they'd probably send referral letters to everybody going, don't hire this little motherfucker. Let him wheel around and figure out life. He does not need it. I miss MSF.GG. MSF.GG was great. It was always up. It was always running. You could always expect some decent shit from there. MarvelStrikeForce.com. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I don't know what's going on with this. This is annoying. Now, I can understand
yeah.
job security, but fuck, man. Come on, at
No, no,
server
I feel you.
reset,
No, I
how
feel
many
you.
times did you click? How many times did you try to click to get the free stuff?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Free
Yeah.
shit.
I have to wait. You have to wait like 15 minutes just to get to the store where shit's loaded in.
Yeah.
But one thing that was kind of nice about it, and I'm not gonna lie, I took advantage of this a little bit. When it first came out, there was like that bug where like if you like logged on right when 2 p.m. hit, 2 p.m. my time, I'm on the West Coast. Um, you could kind of like double up and triple up on some of the free stuff.
Oh.
And like I was like, oh well, shit. Oh, why not? Somebody had pointed it out on some other channel, but then like
Mm-hmm.
they obviously fixed that. So like now it like takes a little bit more revving up to get to the actual like product that you want to get. And now it's just like, man, I'm spending like 8 minutes just trying to reload this website and like just claim this free stuff really quick so I can get back to the game and play. Like, like so like the experience of it is like declined a little bit on the website, but I don't understand why that shit's not in the game. Why isn't the free stuff that you're gonna get that you have to claim every day in the game? Like you play the game every day during the reset. Just go into the office store. You have some free stuff there. You claim it, and you continue playing the game. Like I don't understand like why you have to go to another platform to like do this. It makes no sense to me.
The way I see it, it's a marketing thing. It's a beautiful marketing thing because in game you only see like that one offer, maybe two. You know, even if you're scrolling up and down. But when you're there by the free offers, you see so much shit before you get to it, it might make you want to buy shit. Especially if you know that some of your audience is just going to buy shit just for the hell of it. They might buy a lot of shit. And they might be able to entice one free-to-play player to be like, you know what? I could spend that $5. Fuck that pizza. I don't need that pizza. I could buy $5 worth of training orbs right now that will get me nowhere in tomorrow's event, but I'm gonna buy it anyway. Fuck it, and there gets them 8 million a month. So it's very bad, but it's more like, man, dude, I don't know why they do it. They need to stop. Everything should be in game. We should all be sitting there running to go in game to get something, especially if it's free. If it's free, it should already be there. All you got to do is know that you got it. We don't need to click on the shit. We just need to be on, okay, you received this today. Oh, great, cool, that's good, great. If you didn't log in, fuck you, then you don't get it. That's it. Not that hard, but they want you to buy because Scopely loves money. They don't like us playing the game. They just want money. Now,
screen time. I think the screen time also plays a part too, because it's like, all right, if you have to navigate away from the game, then you have to go back into the game as well. Like, I don't know. They were like, I don't know. They were yelling about it, about the screen time decrease, and then they added the Sims for raids, and then they just added more things that required more time to complete. So I'm just like, I don't like. Look, they want us to spend more time in the game. They want us to spend more money in the game. That's fine. I'm down to spend more time on it, so like I'll do that my way and like enjoy it. But yeah, I really have no complaints. I just love the game. I love the community. Really have no gripes with anything other than like little shit.
That's what you're doing. You're being too positive. I think that's just you. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But okay, so if we're gonna be positive, let's just go ahead. We'll get chat in it too. Chat, depending on how long you've been here. If you were here around where you actually had to manually blitz for like 10 to 20 teams a day, I don't remember ever hearing any issue with the amount of screen time that we had in game compared to it is right now. Does anybody remember was there any type of big yell or big like commotion about it? I never heard it and I never did it, but I was happy just to keep playing the game. Now, once the number of teams got high enough, then I was like, yeah, bro, by the time I'm done with this rotation, I'm going to have to do the next fucking rotation. So we need to stop with these 20, 30 teams. But the screen time now is just, there's a lot more to, I mean, War was there, but that was about it. Raids were kind of, and Arena was over it. But I think Crucible takes up a lot more time in terms of thinking. War time will probably decrease because we get all of them up front. It's basically up to you when you decide to go fucking do it. So chat, figure that shit out. Now, so you're okay with the amount of screen time you're spending right now?
I don't know. I think I am fine. Like Crucible, I love Crucible. I love the change to War because those things are both on my terms, and those are two like game modes that are going to impact a lot of like what I can collect and what I can like earn within the game. Right? Arena. I'll spend 20 minutes. The last 20 minutes before, I'll make sure I'm in the top 5. Sometimes I get one, sometimes I don't. If somebody is like finishing the match with 8 seconds left and I get slingshot. You know what I mean? Like whatever. But like other than that, like raids are quick. You know, like you kind of know what to do. Like now that there's new raids, I love that because now it's like new tunes. Now you have to figure out like what you got to do. Yes, and that's why I love like that there's a new raid system because it's like now we have a new system there where it doesn't feel like there's like an automation aspect of it. It's like Doom was starting to feel like, okay, Mystic 1 and 2 I'm autoing, Mystic 3 I know what I'm going to use. Okay, we got Mutant, I can auto all of these. We got Skill, oh, Invaders are here now. I can auto all of these. Bio, Rebirth, oh, I'll play Node 1 with symbiotes, or not symbiotes, but symbiotes, RIP. Web Warriors, also RIP, but I would still play with them for fun and, you know, I would clear it like 40% of the time with a sim, or I would just clean it up with Gamma and then Rebirth would just sim the rest. So it's like, I don't know, like it feels more fun where it's like, all right, there's things that you can do opposed to just like, oh my God, I have to log in, I have to click this, I have to click this, I have to click this. Like, I don't know. I'm enjoying it. The one thing that I would change would be like the amount of characters that are releasing, like the rate is insane because of the level that we're pushed to now and the cost, and they're not addressing the cost. So like you can't create new game modes, bring in new characters, increase the amount that you need to spend, and then not increase the amount that you can gain. Like that's a recipe for failure. So
Kinda
that
sounds
that
like the
kind of
current
sucks.
economy we got. Everything just keeps getting fucking inflated, but wages stay the same. You know, wages are not going up. Like they're like, guess what? You know, cost of living 2%, but everything else,
Oh
fuck
man.
it, is like 10-15%. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to pay with that for 2%? Like Scopely just took that route and did it. But then you know they did say they did adjust it a little bit by giving us 108,000 extra in Blitz for 1 miles. Really? Like that's gonna fucking do something when it costs nearly 1,000,000 gold to get to from level 94 to 95? Are you fucking kidding me?
One
That
level.
is ridiculous.
That's like it's
That's
insane.
ridiculous. And it's just like, okay, where is this gold gonna come from? You know where? From the fucking website where you're going for those free offers, and then you could buy a gold offer while you're there. That's gonna be gone
Yep.
in like 3 levels, pretty much. That's it. You ain't getting shit. I
Dude, I was so pissed. I got to yesterday. I was like, oh shit, I want to do this last round. This is before they sent the message out about this round of CC not really counting. Like you're gonna get everything regardless. And I got Gwenpool. I had 99 of 100 shards. I was just like, God damn it! I had no way of getting there. The store refreshed. They brought back those gold orbs where you can spend gold and get, spend 750k gold and get one of those orbs that has a chance of getting her. Oh my God. I spent like 4 million gold, man, opening 5 orbs. Didn't get a single shard, man. I'm like, this fucking game, dude. Like,
wow.
there are scarcity mechanics, man. It's like when you need something, you don't see it. That's the
No,
one thing I hate because it's
the
like,
game knows it. The game
okay,
knows when you need something.
yeah,
You ain't getting it.
yeah, like the
You
Kitty
ain't getting
Pride
it.
shit.
Now, in
Six
terms of
percent.
yeah, well, okay,
It's like
so
you get her every other orb.
there are some players out there. I don't want to point out names because I don't want to make them feel badass or anything. But there's some players out there that play the game on their own fucking terms. Like they don't give a shit about what Scopely's doing. They're just playing it just to play it. Now, is there any character out there that you would build up and just tell the community, "Fuck you, I'm building them up because I like this character. That's what I'm going to do." Or are
Mm,
you just going to follow the, what you need to get by?
yeah, I'm kind of following the meta. I I don't know. It's kind of lame, but um, Like our alliance, we're not like aggressively competitive, but we try to like do some top tier content, and I'm one of the captains, so I will like, and especially now, like becoming a streamer, like as new characters come out, I'm like, all right, I want to get them, and I want to get them up as high as I can. It's that like is fun to like share that experience for players that like they can't do that or won't do that because they're not spending or they're not hoarding or they're newer players that are just getting into it. Like I found joy in like whatever process they're giving us opposed to like my own process of like, oh, I have to have this character. And to be honest, like if there was a character, like if Gambit sucked, he'd still be 90 and 17. Like, like,
Hmm.
but like, fortunately, he's in a game mode that I really care about, and
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what I mean. So like that works. Uh,
I was
so like, it
shared.
was a win-win.
I was showed a screenshot of a. I don't even know if he's definitely not a whale, but a kraken taking up Gambit to gear 18.
Ooh.
The amount of fuck that they don't give for Gambit
Yeah,
being
that's
18. Holy and the percentage that it went up was just like that was more than 20% to go from 17. Like you gotta be like one, okay, I barely seen any offers out there for this, but you must have had to buy a few of them. And
yeah.
and then you had to be lucky enough to actually get the exact drops that you need just for Gambit. Holy shit. I don't even want to know because I'm just going, all
I don't
right,
want to see that on CC defense. I'll tell you that
I don't know.
right
I'll say this more than likely, you'll see it somewhere, but the fact that someone's done it already goes, wow, it's only been a fucking couple of days and somebody's already there.
Oh
And we
yeah.
and to be fair, if Tadano was still in the game, I'm pretty sure at least 4 to 5 of his characters would have been G18 already, and they would have just been
Oh
slapping
dude.
motherfuckers.
Someone
They
so like someone in my alliance was in like one of the top 100 alliances, and he sent a screenshot of before G18 came out and like the leaderboard, like the power leaderboards, and Tadano was like third or fourth, and then literally 3 hours after G18 came out, he wasn't in the top 10, and I was just like, what the fuck?
what the Yeah, this
It
game
was
is not going to be
crazy.
free to play anytime. Fuck. I don't think there's any way the
Yeah,
community is
yeah,
going to
no,
be able to cut that off. The only way it's going to do is if something significantly bad happens, and I don't think that's even hit. The fact that Tadano
no.
was the top TCP person for a good minute, and then G18 slow like it it's gated. It's still gated. You can't just
Yeah,
get like
yeah.
that 18 piece. The fact that you got to go buy this shit and get those drops, and then he's not even in the top 10 anymore, scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
it's crazy. I
That's
think
got to
he's like
be
15th or 14th or something right now,
like,
which is
okay,
still pretty insane given how long he hasn't been playing.
all
But
right. We'll give chat something to
still,
do
it's
for
crazy.
like good 2 minutes. Can someone in
Yeah,
chat
let's do
go
it.
go somewhere? Go to MarvelStrikeForce.com. Go to the store. Go check out how much any of those offers are, and kind of give us a guesstimate of what you're supposed to get, and then we'll figure out the money wise. Because I'm sitting here going, wait, they really haven't gone out there and gave you access like they're doing to 17s right now. 17s, you can go out and buy a few of them. They're a few bit of
Yeah.
money, but they're the exact ones you need to move up a character. 18s are not there. You're getting drops, which means you'd had
Yep.
to buy a lot to get those exact drops. And then I'm thinking about it going, wow, I'm pretty sure some motherfucker just wasted my mortgage payment on probably two gear pieces of somebody at 17. God, I'm in the wrong fucking business. Shit, I need to figure out what the hell
I
these
know,
guys are
right? I
doing.
was thinking
God
the same
damn.
thing.
Like,
I
damn,
was
we are
thinking the
not doing
exact same
something
thing.
right because you guys are just sitting there just boatload pushing it right out at G18. Like, this is fictional shit that you're buying for a game, yet, oh god, man, that's just a lot of gear pieces to do. And just to get that exact amount from an orb, that's probably giving you like 7 or 8% of a chance.
Yeah, seriously. I did hear some people were getting like they like saw their TCP grow right after G18 launched, and they like assumed that like any of their G17 characters that had pieces that were like G15 or below were getting like auto equipped or something. I wasn't able to confirm anything. I didn't really look into it, but I I heard that on a few streams, and I was like, "Oh, crazy!" They were like, "Yeah, dude, my team was this strength, and now it's this strength, and my
Yeah,
TCP was this, and now it's gone up."
they they silently gave a stat boost to level 95 characters. So if you had
Mm,
any characters at level 95,
I
I'm not sure if
did.
it was level
Like,
94. I know it was level 95 because I think my second biggest character moved down to third because Red Hulk skipped right in front of that motherfucker. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah, my
wait, he
cane
wasn't
jumped
there.
up like 20K.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is not bad. Now, if I could only get his goddamn shards, this be great. But we ain't getting no Kang anytime soon. It ain't happening. But I'm fine with where he's at. It's fine. So it was okay. So it was only 95. All right. Yeah, because I was like, wait, like I know for sure because I know MILF was, I think MILF was number 2, and then next thing you know, Rolk jumped in front of her, and then Icarus and Cersei jumped in front of her. I was like, wait, I know for sure because it was Weaver and then MILF. And then boom. How did Rolk get up there? I didn't raise him up while I was not playing the game. He did not get
Yeah,
any leveling
exactly.
done. He can't get no leveling done. He's done. But and then I noticed that there was some of the like then you notice like, oh god. I think the only one that I noticed with some orange gear in for 18 was Hulk. Hulk has orange gear
Mm,
in his top 2 pieces for his G18 pieces. So at least you could get some of those knocked out. I mean, if
yeah,
you already got it,
yeah. Someone
obviously,
mentioned
yeah.
Titania. I think Titania has some lower gear, either purple or orange, in one of her
I haven't.
G18
I
pieces.
haven't taken her happy ass to 17 yet. So fuck that.
Me
Don't worry
either.
about that.
Me either. I was
I
like,
got her at 16. I ain't taking her
yeah,
17. That's too much. That's gold we don't got. Fucking Scopely. We got no gold. Give us some gold. Damn it. Hit us up with it. Come on,
man,
man.
seriously.
Jesus.
Want
I
us to
mean,
spend gold? We'll spend the gold. Trust me, we'll spend it. Just give it to us.
I have no problem spending the gold, and I have no problem letting chat trying to figure out where the fuck I'm gonna spend it. But if I don't got to spend it, there's nothing gonna happen. We're just gonna
Yeah.
keep looking at it. But I think okay, so here's a good what if. What is I guess a type of game mode, a new game mode you would like to see in MSF?
Ooh. um. hmm. That's an interesting question. I feel like if there was like, I wish you know, you guys might hate me for this, but I wish there
Do
was
it.
like, I wish there was like an RTA tourney where like there were banned characters. Everyone had the same pool of characters they were able to use and not use. And then there was a way to like rank up and earn certain rewards if you reached a certain rank. Like that would be sick. And you're playing against another player, so it's not like you know exactly what the team's gonna do if you have the same team. They might play it a little differently. You know what I mean? Like you can still like find ways to outmaneuver like someone else's characters if you play it right. Like that seems like that would be cool. Even if it was just like once a month. Like once a month, they'll have like 3 days where you do this little RTA tourney. You're playing against, you know, 10 other players. And then,
Mhm.
you know, you try and rank up. And if you reach whatever spot, there's rewards for each. And then you can kind of go from there. Like that would be sick. Because like all of the PvP stuff sucks.
Yeah, it
The
does.
matchmaking is garbage.
Mm,
And like it's
bad.
yeah.
But
It's
no,
like
well,
man, like
when when RTA first, well, when the versus mode came out first, when that came out first, there
Yeah.
was a few part of the community that actually got people set up to be like, hey, dude, let's do a tournament. We can set each other up, whatever. But they had like, I think the two that I was in, some guy was like, all right, we're holding a spreadsheet. You tell us what times you're going to be around or you can be available, and we'll throw you in that tournament because you know you can commit to that time period. You have no
Yeah.
idea when some motherfucker's going to be able to do it at noon or at 4 or
Yeah.
at 8 at night. You
Yeah.
tell us the time that you're set for, we'll put you in that tournament, and then you get set up for it. And it was pretty cool. And I think we all put in like $5. So whatever the amount was, whatever, it was basically just like, doing squares. You're eventually going to win something if you're in the top ones. If you're not, you fucking
Yeah.
lost. That's the way it should work. You
Yeah.
lost all your shit because
Yeah.
you didn't win. This ain't no fucking trophy thing. You lost. So it was fun because I didn't know what the fuck they were gonna do. I had no idea what this
Yeah.
person was gonna do. You
So
matched
that's
up, you
like
got
that's
it,
fun.
boom. And it's a good premise on paper. They just didn't implement it well.
Yeah.
Although I did.
We did
How did you
something
like
similar. We
Ultimate?
did something.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. What was that?
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say we did something similar. Uh, our alliance leader like put together a tourney. Like this was back when Versus first came out, and it was like, hey, like the winner gets a $25 like Amazon gift card, and you can use it towards a game or whatever you want to use it on. Uh, and like I thought that was cool. Like it was like, all right, everybody's battling. You're removing your own characters, and you figured out what times worked. I think that would be probably the biggest difficulty if they like tried to implement some PvP thing right now. Be like, all right, how do you know when everyone's going to be available? Like you can't like designate a time
Well,
unless you like ask beforehand,
yeah,
and then that's how you kind of like create that bracket, if you
I
will.
think it would be the same way they do kind of like war, where you started asking people, what time zone, what war
Mhm.
zone do you want to be in? 1, 2, 3, 4. So kind of like that, where all right, if you're gonna pick this one, this is the time that this tournament will start. When you pick this one, this is the time that the tournament starts. If you ain't there, then you lose, obviously. But if you're there, you know that it's starting at this time. You just got to be there. And you know it because you
Yeah.
decided on that, which would make some sense. However, coding it, you already know Scopely will fuck it up. So that ain't gonna fucking happen. They're gonna mess it up. They just don't. However, I will be positive about this because I didn't hear one thing about it. I didn't hear any bugs in Ultimate 32.
No, I
I
didn't
didn't hear
either.
nothing.
I
All
loved
brand
Ultimate 32, dude.
all brand new rooms and
Yep,
not one bug.
dude.
Everybody was like, how the some of the feedback I got was, well, before it even started, once it was announced, was, oh man, this is gonna be some bullshit. It's gonna be right after the who cares? It's not gonna be and then you start playing it, you go, wow, I have never it's been a good hot minute since I've seen that much engagement either on Twitch or between people of just everybody's just enjoying it. Like, this is fun. Like, everything was up for grabs. You could do some theory crafting on it. You could throw some other character
Yeah.
in there just for the fuck of
Yeah.
it and not worry. And it was like, wow, this is pretty goddamn good. How'd you enjoy it?
Oh, dude. The theory crafting aspect of it was amazing. Because they based the rooms off of like didn't base it off of like specific tunes. They based it off of like abilities and traits and effects and like all these things. There were a couple that were like, all right, I know what I'm going to put here based off of these specific things that they're going to be changing. But like for the most part, you're like, all right, I can throw this here. I'm going to get an advantage because of this tune, and people are trying to figure out how to outdo that. Like that makes it fun. You know what I mean? Like I love that. That's the best. Um, I mean, I still love CC, even though it kind of feels like they're like, giving us the problem and selling us the solution, as we all would say. But yeah, like that was just so like I never seen like the community shift in energy from like, oh my god, we're doing this right before season 3, and they were just like, oh my god, this is amazing. Oh fuck, season three's coming, and now we got to go back to some cookie cutter bullshit. Like it was like that. It was crazy.
Like Monday, like the only caveat was the fact that they started this shit on the weekend and it's Mother's Day for people in the
Yeah,
US. Like
yeah,
y'all could have picked the next fucking weekend to do this. No, you had to pick Mother's Day, which a lot of us either got to take out a wife and or mother to go do something. It's rough, bro. You trying to sneak away to the bathroom to go do like a couple of fucking things real quick is hard as
oh
fuck.
yeah.
But otherwise, I thought it really was positive. Like, holy shit, everybody is happy. Everybody's like, oh my god, dude, I was having fun with this. I can use this here, that here. Oh, I switched it up again, and it
Yeah,
didn't really like. I wasn't really like, oh my god, I got to use MOE here. I definitely got to use MOE. Nope, I could actually use Wakandans on offense. Fuck that team. Wakanda's gonna go ahead and
yeah,
wreck them,
yeah.
and it was great.
Yep.
I thought it was. If there was one 5-day period where they had to use for like some example of what to do for their new game modes or anything, focus on whatever happened between that week and do the same fucking thing, because that was beautifully
Yeah.
beautifully pushed
Yeah.
out and
No,
so much
I
fun.
agree, dude.
But I'm
Um,
not a big fan of solutions. I don't want you to sell me the solution. I
yeah.
liked the skill raids when they
We
didn't even
figured it
announce
out.
that there was a solution. Let me use the characters I got and I'll figure it the fuck out.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't like it.
yeah.
Like
I love it.
not Weapon X. Heroes for Hire was a bitch when they first came out. I hated them. Fuck it. I give them 2 middle fingers. Fuck them. They were like, all right, so
They
the
still
solution's
suck, dude.
coming.
They're still like,
Yeah, they still suck,
it's like fuck it.
but they
You have
built
like
that
three, four
but they
teams.
built it with the solution in mind. They knew ahead of time that they were going to give
Yeah,
us a solution. So
yeah,
we knew ahead of time that hey, they're going to bring it with us, and it's like, oh man, like no, let us just figure out how to beat it with the characters that you're giving. Let us take a slew of 5 characters in there and go, oh, let me figure this the fuck out. All right, cool. Now I know how to knock it out. It's gonna take me a
yeah.
minute. Maybe I got to build them up, but I don't know. Fucking Hydras. But it's it's a I don't want somebody to give me the answer. Well, I don't want the game developers to give me the answer. Give us the
Yeah,
tools and we'll figure it out.
yeah, yeah. That's way
Especially
more
I'm
fun.
now. Are you a fan of a full cookie cutter team of 5, or do you like 2, 3, 4 player teams? Or
I like the 2, 3, 4. Like just a few characters here. Like
yes,
I love Undying.
yes,
Like
love
I
Undying.
love Undying because it's just like, all right, you got 2 characters, you know what they're gonna bring, and then you can kind of surround them with whatever you need. Like obviously, if you're going against YA, you don't really need anything else.
Nope.
But like in Cosmic Crucible, they are just like, all right, I can add them with a few other things, and with these new changes, like if you're in like room 5 where people are losing certain ability energy, it's like okay, I can add like some Doom here because he's gonna go,
Hmm.
and they're gonna get him to go first because Greg's gonna die, or like use him against Gamma just because you know make them fucking kill themselves.
Why not?
Essentially, like even if you're even if you're punching up huge, like it's fun, man. I like having that, and you can kind of like play around, especially like when you're releasing characters at the rate that they are. Like some people are like, all right, I got this character. Like I threw like Undying with like Nova, Quicksilver, and just like APOC, I think. And I went against um, it was like an Eternals Doom comp in Room 5, and like ran through it. And it was just because like the turns worked, and like that's fun. Like you're not gonna see that. Like now we have like guides and stuff on like what teams to use against what team, and like that's all good to know, like for especially when it's like there's character shards involved, and like if you don't like start to rank up, you're not gonna get these things. But it's way more fun when you like go into a game mode and you're like, okay, I got 6 rooms. you're mapping this shit out yourself. You got your own little spreadsheet, your own notepad, whatever you're doing, and you're like, all right, I got these teams ready to go. I'm gonna go this for this, this for this, this for this. I got this left. I can figure this out. You know, like that's way more fun. Isn't that like way more fun to like figure out? Like,
It
I
for
don't
me it
know.
is. For me, I
Yeah.
like being able to find. I see the problem. I want to figure out the solution. Now, if there's already a solution in place, great. But I kind of got to look at it as who's giving me that solution, because obviously if you're in the top 50, it might not work for me
Yeah.
most of the time because their characters are maxed the fuck out. My fucking characters are not. You're not going to see a fucking level 95 cable coming for me to help out. It ain't happening. But hey, I got cable. I can go ahead and use him somewhere, but he ain't gonna be level 95 anytime soon.
No.
But
But
I
he doesn't
like
need
being
to be
able to figure it
95,
out.
right?
Yeah, he doesn't need to be, but
But yes. But yeah. No, I feel you. I
I
100% agree with you.
I want to figure out the problem that's at hand. I want to figure it out, and it feels like I don't know. It feels amazing when you go, yeah. I didn't really ask for. Oh fuck, this team won. This is such a great. Oh god, this is a great day.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
great
the
day.
best. That's the
Great
best.
day until you lose, and then you're like, fuck, I should have listened to him. Shit. Hmm.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like the
Okay.
one, like the mainstays are like the one, like even in attorney, it's like okay, like if you see Wakandans on defense, you're probably gonna use your MOE there unless they're so low that you can dark hold it. You know what I mean? Like there were a few teams where you knew exactly what you were gonna use against it, but like the ones where it, like affected like your gameplay, like you couldn't auto and get like the same thing you would get if you just played a regular match. Like that's what made it like cool because it was like all right, like you have to actually like think about the tunes that you're going to use, and like that's fun. And it doesn't have to be in every game mode, but like to have a game mode where that's like incorporated into it, that just makes it more enjoyable, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be incorporated in every game mode.
Yeah.
That's a lot of thinking, but then again, the developers don't think that much in terms of that, but it's useful for the player because then you feel great that you figured it out besides anybody else.
Yeah.
And two, you won and you hopefully get something, but it is it's literally just depending on the game mode and what you're going up against. Now, Crucible right now with season 3 is obviously going to be played out for the next whatever time
Probably a couple
period.
months. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm literally hoping that they give enough that they get enough flack from everybody here that they go, "You know what? We're just going to change it mid-season again." Which would be great. Go ahead, change it mid-season, move something else into it. You know what? Just give us the same fucking rooms you gave us in Ultimate 32 and we'll run from there. That's fine. But are they going to do it? Probably not. We're just going to have to make our own fun in the game. We're really just going to have to make our own fun, which sucks because you want to I want the game to be fun. I want to be able to have fun in the game just on my own
Yeah.
terms, not by Scopely giving me some shit for it or something. And I don't know why
Yeah.
I don't know why these guys.
No, no, I feel you, dude. But like the one thing that I really like though is like with this, even though you kind of know what to use because like, we're longtime gamers. There's so many people that like follow us or like ask for advice that don't know what the hell they're doing. So like finding ways to like share that kind of like bridges the gap for me where it's like, man, like, all right, I'm helping this person do this. They know what to use. They're like, oh man, I only have these three teams left. I got these three teams to go against. I know what to do. And like, I don't know, maybe it's not as great from my experience if that was what I was seeing in my CC because I'm like, yeah, these three teams are gonna win no matter what, like easy. But like, it's cool to like help somebody else figure it out. I don't know, man. I'm way too goddamn positive, man. I'm trying to figure. It's hard, like it's hard to be positive when there's so many things that I feel like are just like Debbie Downers. That
There's a lot of bad things in the game. We could say that outright, and we want to be positive because we want
yeah,
we would all like to be positive most of the time. We know it's not going to be 100%, but most of the time we'd like to. However, Scopely keeps giving us this shit up on a platter to go ahead and be like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" Like,
yeah, they're asking for it.
They're just setting themselves up, and it's like, dude, seriously, how do you guys not understand that we want to play this game, but if you start losing, I want to say, bigger following players, then maybe something needs to change just a little.
Yeah.
And
No.
every now and then we see like some positive thing where it comes across where it's like, oh God, this is great, like Ultimate 32. And then we see, oh, guess what? 15% for 2 hours. Oh, wait, schedule maintenance. Okay, cool. So now we're not playing this game anymore because I know for sure at least 5 people quit the game when that shit didn't load. They were just like, probably,
really?
fuck it, I'm done. Yeah, they were just, I'm done. That's it. I'm done. And it's like, okay. And then we're like, I've never experienced this much shit in a game to where you're just like, But I think 2 of them never spent, so they were just like, it just gives me some time back for it. I told them I'm probably gonna message them in like 2 weeks and ask them if they're okay. You know, how is it? How is life outside MSF? You broke away from the cult, you lucky bastards. Like, how did you experience shit? And it's just, it is what it is. But oh, what did they? Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
What's
happening? You gotta be shitting me.
Uh-oh.
Okay, try to be positive with that link.
5 shards? That's what they gave us?
The Quicksilver shards.
Wait, hold on. I have one question regarding this. So, in my Crucible, I got 5 shards less than what I would have gotten if I got first place.
Okay.
So I wonder if he was in the second tier and only got 5 shards, so they made sure they made up from, because they gave you the original rewards initially. So I'm wondering if that's what happened here, or if this is the compensation for everyone. I haven't looked at the game yet, but
yeah, I finished second, so I think this would be, besides the Dark Dimension part, which we weren't getting. Besides the Dark Dimension part, I think this is what I'm gonna get. Yeah, this is essentially, you're just getting what
difference.
Yeah, you're just getting the difference of being number 1.
Yep.
Which,
but you also got more gold and silver credits as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. These guys are, man, these guys.
Am I tripping? Am I tripping?
No,
y'all?
you're not. You're not. It's just, man, these guys just really just don't. Oh God, life could be so easy if they just followed a nice little model of just.
Oh, Fly did finish second.
Yeah,
he should have got the same
we both
rewards.
finished second. We would have got the same. Well, he's up above 1 for me, but getting the 5 shards here for Quicksilver, I would have had that much if I was number 1. Wow.
Yeah. No,
I would like to know what number 1 was. Was anybody number 1 and received this same shit? That would be great. Was anybody number 1 in their shard and received the same thing? Because I was number 2. I know Fly was number 2. I got first, and that's what you got. Wow. Nice going, Scopely.
Dang.
You guys are doing really good here. You guys are making the community jump on this bandwagon real quick.
See, I'll try to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, like you were like, you know what? Let me be positive. Let me stay up on this with them. And what do? They just say, "Fuck you." Everybody's getting the same thing.
Just bent me over and called me Sally, bro.
Oh God damn.
Oh.
Jesus. I don't mind. I do not mind the 3 orbs for the Dark Dimension one. I don't mind that at all. But the other part of just
God 5 shards.
Well, you know what? I think I'm okay with the Quicksilver shards, but the mess up, the fact that we don't get anything ranked up when people have won to get first place to try to get up, you know, 30, 40,
Yeah.
50 points. Now they're still stuck where they're at. They could have just, yeah, they could have just gave us gold, or they could have gave us more of those Dark Dimension ores, but they're going to hoard that shit.
Yeah.
They're going to hoard that.
Yeah,
They
that's
could have
true.
gave us gold.
Yep.
And
Give
this
us
is
gold.
why-
Come
yeah.
on. You
Just give us
increase the
gold.
rank. Increase the rank.
Rello,
Give everyone
you're-
10 million gold. I'll guarantee you right now, not one person would complain.
Nope.
Every single person in the community would be happy.
The community
Be
would
like-
have, Reddit would have been quiet as fuck.
Oh my
Reddit would
God.
be one quiet day. They'd be like, they gave me 10 million gold. The only way they'll go around that be like, they gave me 10 million gold, but I actually need training mats. Shut the fuck up. You got 10 million gold. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, shit, they finally gave you something. So it just, my God. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting towards that time, towards the end of it. Is there any questions you guys in chat want to ask ZoeBoiFresh out here, man? What do you guys want to go ahead and ask him, if anything? And now that Rolo has got off his high horse, he's probably going to ask you some rough shit. I can't guarantee he'll answer the shit, but you can go ahead and ask as much as you want.
I'll try and answer everything. I'll try and answer everything.
He'll try a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. What's your favorite dish? This fucker.
Favorite dish, like sushi, like food? Sushi, for sure.
Sushi? Oh.
Yes. I can eat sushi for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not even close.
Jesus. Okay.
Gnomes,
there you go.
fuck off. I do like Nickelback.
Ain't nothing wrong with Nickelback. Fuck.
Hey man, they're regarded as the worst band of all time, but I don't care. I don't agree with
I
that.
don't think they're that bad. I know
Got
some
catchy
fucking
stuff,
bands that
and
are
I
pretty
like it.
fucked up. So, what part of the world are you in? Oh, there you go.
I live in Portland, Oregon, northwest coast of the United States.
Is it rainy there?
Home
a
of the
lot, or
Nike
no?
headquarters. It rains like a fuck. It rains like 8 months out of the year.
Holy fuck. Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
But it's not raining. It's the most beautiful place you can ever live in. There are literally trees everywhere when it's sunny and nice out. You're downtown in the city and there's trees in between buildings, and you like, it feels like you're in like a fucking, like a tropical city that's like, that like doesn't exist anywhere else. I've never seen anything like it. It's it's beautiful. You know, you gotta have the storm with the calm, right?
Okay, there's a couple questions in here. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's up to you. You want to answer some of this shit. You got Hydrus,
All right,
Juice,
what do we got?
all
What do we got
trying
here?
to. Okay, here you go. You could read the one from Hydrus. Otherwise, I could read it and it'll be it'll sound so
Hydrus.
bad. Would you rather? Oh my god. This
Let's hear it. I don't think I see it.
Would you rather eat taco shooter or king burrito? This mother.
I'm more of a burrito guy, so
There you go. See, he's now got a burrito. Okay, Juice asked if weed is legal out in Portland.
Oh yeah. I believe we were
well.
the first state in the U.S.
There you go.
to have weed legal.
There you go. Now Juice is gonna show up on your back doorstep. He's gonna be like, "Hey, I'm outside Nike. Where you at? Where you at?" Oh shoot. Let's see. Oh, here you go. This one I actually want to know, because Rello actually asked an actually interesting question. You have to choose one: Dragon Ball Evolution or Last Airbender film.
Oh my god. Last Airbender. Not close. I'm a way bigger Dragon Ball Z fan, which makes my opinion on Dragon Ball Evolution that much more like emphasized. That movie was
watching
garbage,
Ninja the other day,
dude.
and I was like,
Oh
this
my
shit was
god.
fun, man.
I mean, I watched it a couple
like the
times, not gonna
hitboxes
lie.
and just killing somebody in
Didn't get
Fortnite.
any
I'm taking
better, did it?
Airbender all the way. No, it was horrible, but references was enough to make me like at least just turn it on. But yeah, Airbender for sure. Both horrible, but Airbender less horrible.
I'm not sure. I would love to see this on stream, and I would be more than happy to coordinate this between the three of us because one, technically I can't do it, but Beetlejuice would like to know if you could teach him how to Dougie.
Oh yeah, we can make that happen on stream.
I would pay to see his white ass do it. I would.
Oh my God,
that would be a good day. That'd be a good funny ass day right there. So
I'm like that guy at the wedding, like just waiting for that song to come on, and then just like hop on the dance floor and just go ham, create a circle, just give me the attention. It's ridiculous, but like that was like my fave. Like when that song came out, I was in college, and like I was like the Dougie guy at every fucking college party. So yes, I can teach you how to Dougie, Beetlejuice. I got you.
Oh, there you go.
And we'll make it happen on stream, baby.
Yeah, we'll make it happen, man. Let's see. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is a funny question or this is actually true. Burger King or Burger Barn?
I don't know what Burger Barn is.
That's the part I don't know. So I don't know if he's full of shit or not. Like me, I don't mind Burger King. I want me a fucking double ass Whopper. And let me hit that.
Now,
but
if he's a member of the Northwest and he's thinking of Burgerville or Burger King, Burgerville, not close.
Okay.
But yeah, Burger Barn, I don't know what the hell that is.
Okay, so hey, Juice, yes, I would pay to watch you shake your ass. I would definitely I definitely like to see that. You know what? I would even try to perform the same thing myself as long as I don't fall out this fucking chair. I would try to do it with you. Oh, he was talking about Burgerville. Yeah, he was talking about Burgerville.
Oh, I knew it. Yeah, Burgerville is fucking amazing.
But so, like, I think okay. So I've been to Washington. I haven't been to Oregon. We went through Montana. We drove all the way over there from Chicago. Montana is a long, dreary, mountainy place. It had some of the drunkest women I've ever seen. But getting to Washington was pretty cool. Seattle was okay. Not wheelchair friendly, but okay. I think that's the only state on that side of the country that I've seen. I haven't been to California, Oregon, none of that side yet. And you said it's pretty beautiful in that right there where you're at, as long as it's not raining.
I mean, when I like the rain. I was born and raised in Las Vegas. Born and raised, like from 0 to 18. That's where I live, Las Vegas, Nevada. So I know the heat all too well. So I moved up to Portland because I played basketball here at Portland State University, and that's like what brought me up here. And then I just loved it. I was just like, yo, it is beautiful here. It rains a lot, but like it is just majestic. And you get a great day. It like makes up for any like down feelings you have like during any of those. Because I know some people are really affected by the weather, like mentally. And I'm just not. I like my favorite day is like an overcast day, little sun poking through. I don't need a fucking tan, so like I don't need it to be like beaming on me all the time. So maybe like I understand like my point of view would be different from a lot of other people. But yeah, man, but like yeah, you get a nice day. There's lakes and rivers all around. Everyone's on their boats doing their thing. It's beautiful out. People are outside. If you're single, sundresses out the yin yang. And it's just, like, it's just like a nice metropolitan, like, little town. And there's something to do on, like, every corner. There's little bars here and there. There's little music spots here and there. The food here is unbelievable. Food trucks that, like, you've never seen. You're just like, oh, let me try this. And it's like some of the best shit you've ever had. It's just these little things where I'm just like, man, like, yeah, I love it here.
Yeah, I can't do the rain. Wheelchair and rain doesn't work together. They don't. Nah,
Yeah.
nah. I tend
No,
to
I
track shit
feel, I
around.
feel you
It's like
there.
nah. See, somebody could change the shoes. I really can't change the wheels on this bitch like on the go. It'd be bad. I'm just gonna track water all over the place, and it's just gonna be a bad fucking day. So I don't even. I just say nope. If it's sunny and shit, I will jump over there in a hot minute. But when it's rainy, it's just like, yeah, I'm bringing a
The
towel, bro. Otherwise,
funniest part about all of that is the people that complain about the weather here the most leave and go somewhere else as soon as it gets nice here. And they're like, oh, it's summer. I'm going to these other regions. I'm like, what? You anyway. But yeah,
listen, the
dude. No,
best part,
I
bro, you
totally
just should have
understand.
suffered like one more
Yes.
week and you would have been fine. You would have been fine if you would have stood here one more week.
You
You'd be
fucking
great.
idiot. No, man, I totally appreciate it, dude. This has been so fun, man.
It's just a way to get people to talk without like, because as streamers we could talk to everybody else, but we don't really talk to each other a lot. So it's just like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. Let's bring out. I focused more on new streamers or just getting people out there anyway. So if I could bring on someone like Hydras, I could figure that 45 minutes will be him trying to throw me under the bus of some dumb shit that he wants me. That's why he's gonna ask me. I'm fine with it, but I know he's gonna do it. But
Yeah.
but it's more like, hey, just to get people out there known, more people out there. Like we all know the community is great, but then again, a lot of the community knows certain people, or they never even see certain streamers because they're only on at just this one time. Like for some apparent reason, I happen to stay up late, or I woke up and just said, "Fuck it," boom. Hey, who the fuck is that at 4 o'clock in the morning? Oh shit, let me go ahead and talk to him. Some person might never even see it, and it's just some people are just hard to, I guess, contact or at least say something about it. And we just want to get everybody out there in the community because, one, I like the game. Two, I enjoy the community. And three, I just want to see people have a good fucking time. That's basically me. I just want to be. I don't care how it's done. Let's just have a good time. If it's about the game or not, I just want people to have a good fucking time, laugh a little bit, get away from their little troubles or whatever, and then just come in here going, yeah, you know what? I was with them for a good half an hour. I laughed my ass off. Now I gotta actually take care of real life shit. But hey, I could come back and laugh again. So, but is there any
dude, I
other
love it,
questions you guys want to ask ZoeBoy before we hit them up with the 10 rapid fire questions up right now? Anything else you guys want to ask? Ooh, Voodoo or Queen Donuts?
I'm going with Voodoo. And like the locals hate it because it's such a touristy spot. But they have this maple bacon donut that's like my favorite donut ever. So
I did have
vote.
my reservations about tasting a maple bacon donut, and then I had one,
Oh my God.
and I went, "Fuck! I should have tried this earlier." It messes with your head because you're saying it out loud. Maple bacon donut, and then you eat it, and you go,
It's like eating a pancake.
"Yeah."
Think about it.
It was weird. It was weird, but it was like, yes,
So
this
good.
is what I was looking
So
for.
good.
Any advice for an up-and-coming streamer or newer streamers?
My only advice would be just hop in there and do it. Get some screen time any way you can, whether it's recording yourself, bullshitting, trying to figure out like how your audio sounds, awkward shit, posting stuff and like sharing it with your alliance. And then like just literally hit start streaming and do it. You'll enjoy it. And if that's what you want to do, like it'll just keep doing it. And that's kind of been my philosophy. And it's where we are.
I'm not sure if Hydras actually wants me to ask this, but I'm just gonna ask it anyway. If you had to choose a new version of an old tune to have in game, what would it be? Which character would it be?
Ooh, a new version of an old tune. Probably Symbiote Spider-Man, being honest. And I know we have so many fucking spiders already. There's already rumors of a new like tech Spider-Man. Have you seen that? Like the mech? It's like the mech spiders.
Yeah, I saw
And
the
I don't know.
video
I don't
Tana
know
put
if
up
it's
about it, and
real.
I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool, maybe, but
yeah.
then again, oh crap.
But
Hey,
yeah,
Wapo, I'll send you back those points. The message, I don't know why the message disappeared. I thought I had it pinned up there for till I was done, but I'll send you back. There's no channel points right now till we're done with the interview part. Is there
no,
another
but
question?
Symbiote Spider-Man in the comics was like one of my favorite. Like his personality shift was just like, I was just like, all right, I fuck with you now, you corny fuck that like just turned into someone that's like, who gives a shit? Like, I loved it. I loved it. But yeah, so like when I couldn't get him when I first started playing the game, and I finally got him, and right when I got him, Web Warriors came out. I'm like, you suck now, dude. So like I didn't even build him, didn't even build him up. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they do something with him. His stats suck, so he's not
They
getting touched
they
anytime soon.
probably won't. They're probably just gonna leave his ass alone. They could give all these characters a stat boost and give them something to do, but they're not going to. So it is what it is. It's Scopely for us, but all right, we're at that time in the interview where we're going to ask you 10 rapid fire questions, basically just 10 questions right off the freaking cuff. And then you answer it with the first thought that comes out of your head. Don't wait for it, whatever. Just pop it right out. And then chat can go ahead and grill your happy ass the next time you're streaming. Because then, hey, why the fuck did you not pick my favorite character, damn you? That's why we love them. But,
All right, let's do it.
all right. Now, generic one, we'll just start it off slow. Which moon bitch? Moon Dragon or Moonstone?
Moondragon.
Okay. Which fire fucker? Firestar, Human Torch, or Sunfire?
Sunfire.
We'll go with the niche part next. Best niche character, Zemo or Noir?
Zemo.
Uh,
Noir is not getting
Dude,
touched ever on
yeah.
my roster.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
All right. Mr. Negative or Hella?
Ella. It's a bad bitch right there.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Oof.
He's getting touched daily.
Oof. Yes.
He's getting touched daily.
That is one lady I will touch every day. Ultron or Doom?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Doom. Yeah,
I like Doom. I do like Doom.
yeah, I'm going Doom.
Okay. Nova or Red Hulk?
Red Hulk. Not close. Red Hulk's the best character in the game.
Yes, he is.
It's not close. Like it's really not close. Like just individual character. Like go solo damn near any fucking team.
Yeah, he could
It
come
doesn't
right
matter the
back
game
from like
mode.
that sliver of health and just come back and murder the entire team is gone. They just get laid out. Killmonger or Nakia?
Ooh, Nakia.
All right, here's one that's gonna throw up chat for a little bit because I'm kind of torn on which answer I would choose if I was asked this question.
Okay.
Best new costume, Doc Ock or Shield Medic?
Shield Medic, baby. Shield Medic. Sitting at the desk, like I'm like,
That
yo,
shit was awesome.
call
Like
me in.
they put him behind
me
a
in.
desk. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, coach. Let me know what's up. I'll be there. Just let me know. Merlin,
All
I'm
right.
coming in.
Yep.
That shit was entertainment for like 6 hours.
I just don't like that's the type of shit they should put in game, and that would get people interested in that got so much like in-game time.
Engagement?
It's ridiculous. Yeah, just as much as
yeah.
and nothing was happening. Just the fact that you're just staring at it going, he's just looking at the desk, and then he's got a picture of Deadpool on the fucking desk.
Oh yeah, the photo. Oh, so good.
Oh shoot. All right, the last big one. This one is kind of a tough one if you think about it too much. But if you think about it in terms of just pure spectacle, you would probably choose a quick answer. But the Icarus 2-tap or the Kang Bang?
Oh, it's not even close. Kang Bang.
There you go.
Kang
Boom. Boom.
Kang Bang.
You got it. Got it. He loves the Kang Bang. He loves the Kang Bang.
There's nothing better than a good old fashioned on.
Yep.
On. Like,
Nothing wrong with a good Kang Bang. Nothing wrong with a good Kang Bang.
Nothing wrong with a gang bang, but Kang Bang is also great too.
Well,
I'm kidding.
Make sure to check out ZoeBoiFresh. I put his link up in the chat. You go ahead and give him a follow. Go blow his entire thing up there. Check him out on Discord too. He if you need help with YouTube or anything like that, just hit me up. I'll give you whatever pointers you need or whatever. Just if you got any questions, whatever, just let me know. When do you what's your preferred time for streaming?
So I'm either streaming between like 9 and 11 a.m. PST or PDT now because of daylight saving time. Or I'm doing some late night shit where it's like 9 to midnight. But it's usually during Crucible days. So like, I would say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 to 11 a.m. EST is pretty safe.
All right, so
give my
basically, make sure you go just follow him so that way you get the notifications. So when he decides to jump on, boom, you know exactly when he's there. And he's got, I mean, do you got your Discord in the link in the about section too or no?
In my what? In my
let me see. Did I?
In my Twitch?
Yeah, in your Twitch part.
I don't have a Discord yet. I'm still like.
You're still learning how to do the whole thing.
Yep.
Okay, so when he figures that shit out while you're watching him stream, he'll let you know that he's got a fucking Discord coming, so that way you can join that fucking server. That's what that's what we're saying. So no big deal there. But is there anything else you want to let Chat know before we head out for the day?
Yeah. I mean, I first thing I want to let you know, I really appreciate you doing this with me. I had a great time. Chat was amazing. Y'all had fun, man. It was great. And Chat, yeah, man, come check me out. I like to have a good time. Pretty open to whether it's music, whether it's in-game questions, whether it's anything. I have a lot of what I would consider knowledge just from the time playing to share, and I would love to help anyone that really wants to learn how to play. Or shit, you might teach me some shit. Who knows? It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time, and yeah, I love it.
All right, man. Well, make sure you guys check them out over there on the PTSD, whatever you want to call it, freaking hydras. Beetlejuice. PTSD, yeah. And you know what? Beetlejuice is kind of awesome. You really got to pay attention to the shit that he has in the background when he's streaming too. You can see a lot of interesting shit that he's got in the background there too. Got some interesting stuff in the
Hell yeah.
But dude, it has been a blast, dude. It has actually been funny as hell. Dude, you are amazingly positive. Amazingly positive, which is actually quite infectious. It's a good thing. Good thing.
I appreciate that.
Good thing. You don't you got, well, you've seen some of the questions that come in here sometimes. Some of this shit could be off the wall and you're just like, whew, okay, we'll just run with it. But either way it goes, man, dude, it has been amazing. You know what we should do is we could try to figure out how to do, I don't want to say we could say an RTA tournament. We could figure out some RTA tournament and maybe stream it. Stream it with a bunch of us. See if we could do that. So if anybody is interested, let me or ZoeBoy know if you're interested. We could do maybe like set up a time where people could pick out if this is the best time, we come up with consensus with it and just do an RTA tournament just to fucking do it. Because more than likely at some point there's going to be a downtime with MSF where we know there's going to be nothing going on. So nothing maybe that day or two. Yeah, that day or two where there's nothing happening.
Kind of have it like set and ready to go. And then
just set ready to go, which is usually either like Monday mornings or like a Friday when they're not doing shit. Because Crucible's done. Unless you got a Scourge or Tower going, there's nothing going on. You may have got a raid or two, but that's about it. We could figure something out where everybody could get in. Maybe we could throw in some prizes or something in there. I don't know. I think I got a few.
I gotta hop in that Crucible corner with you guys one of these days.
Dude, that is, it's.
That shit looks so fun.
It could be fun, but it could also be very, very. Somebody could lose their shit. Somebody could lose their shit, and it's usually Taco or it's usually fucking Juicy going, "What are you doing?" Like, I'm doing what I want. Calm the fuck down. Calm down. Yeah, kind of like basically like a PvP tourney. Rello, I got comics that I could probably go. I gotta go back to the comic store anyway. I could probably get some comics, and we could probably do like a little bracket or something where, hey, you know, you get like 4th, 3rd place, or whatever. We could send something out for people just for winning. However, I will definitely state, we will not be giving out any fucking thing to anybody that fucking loses in the bottom of the tournament. You will fucking lose, and that's it. That means get better. That's all it means, is get fucking better.
No participation trophies.
No, there's no participation trophies here. You just fucking lose, you lose. That's it.
Hey, man, thanks so much again,
all right,
dude.
man. I will see you. See you in the chat, man. But until then, y'all, thank you. Just check out ZoeBoy, man. So until the next one, y'all, I am rolling out with ZoeBoy. Deuces.
Peace.